Hello everyone, this is an update for you on the Tuscany tour. I'm making some changes to the trip for a few different reasons. It is currently October 11th, and yes, I do have some Christmas lights up behind me. I have a 4-year-old, and when he wants to hang Christmas lights, yes, of course, I want to entertain him, so we already hung some Christmas lights in my office. That's not what we're here to talk about. So the changes I'm making to the Tuscany tour, I'm going to push this out to everybody who's indicated some interest in the trip, or if you're on my mailing list, just so you can see kind of how these things all come together. I like sharing the inner workings of stuff. All right, so email me, tours@intentionallylost.com, or just leave questions in the comments if you got them. Of course, you can always go to the website and find this little spot that says inquire about a tour. Send me your message there. Okay, so the reasons I'm making the changes to this tour. I've had a lot of people contacting me saying, well, what about my partner who doesn't ride? My spouse is into photography, but they're not a cyclist. Okay, so let's make this a little bit easier so there's not so much mileage between our stops each day. And then number 2 would be just to have that option so that you don't have to be ready to do 40 to 50 miles each day. This is a spring tour. I did that on purpose so that we have the nice green fields, and hopefully there will be some poppy fields so we get lots of colors in the fields in Tuscany. I mean, any time of year you go there, you're going to have great colors, but I really wanted to photograph it in spring. So your legs may be just getting up to speed for the season during May. So rather than forcing everybody to ride 30 to 40 miles every day, I've reworked the tour so that the first few days of the trip, we are all in the Orsia Valley here, so staying at the same place. And that's going to be in San Quirico. So we're starting there. We do day 1 ride, day 2 ride, day 3 ride, we go to a new place. And then day 4, we're going up to Siena. So we've got only 2 transfer days where we actually have to pack up our stuff in the morning, put it in the van, and then we're going to end up at a new hotel, new location that night. So that should give us a lot more flexibility for people who want to bring a spouse or a partner who is not riding, and a little bit more time each day for photography since we don't have to pack and unpack our stuff each day. Okay, so I put this trip together with Experience Plus. They're a bike touring company, been since 1972. They're founded in Italy, and they have an office just about 15 minutes from my house in northern Colorado here in Fort Collins, which is how I met them out on a ride, and somebody introduced me to them. We put together this tour based on popular locations that they normally go in Tuscany. So this is what it looked like when we first talked, and this is based on one of their standard tours, start in Cortona, end in Siena. So that's the tour I put together initially. And if you downloaded info off of my website before now, you have the old info, which is this tour. So I've updated the website as well as the download on the website to reflect these new daily routes, and just go to the web page right here at the top, download a PDF with the info, and nope, not there. There we go. So this is the new PDF. What you're going to look at here, if you've already downloaded the info, have a look at primarily the arrival and departure info, and then also the daily ride profile. So I've updated this page 3 of the PDF, and you can click on these. It'll take you to the ride profile for each day, where you can see the mileage and the climbing that we're going to do each day. And if you really want to look at, how long is this climb? Okay, right there, that's a 7-mile climb. That's pretty good, pretty good climb. So you can see exactly what the rides look like for each day. So that's what's changing. We're not going to a new location each day. What's staying the same, so if you've already downloaded the info, you're thinking, wow, can I take these dates off of work to go on this tour in May? Dates are not changing. Still May 10th through the 17th of 2020. So that's not changing. Arrival and departure have changed. Look at that on the PDF. We're going to be meeting at Cianciano train station. I say that like a super white guy, which I am. And we'll be meeting there and then shuttling to our starting point in San Quirico. And then the big change that I made to this, what I think is really important, instead of focusing our entire time here in the Orsia Valley, as photographers, if you're going to central Italy, you want to probably go photograph Cinque Terre Park. So on the final 2 days of our trip, we're going to end in Siena and then take a 3-hour shuttle out here to Cinque Terre Park. And that won't be public transportation. Of course, this is still with our guides, all of our private transportation. We'll all be together as a group still. And we'll end out here. We're not going to do our cycling out here. We'll end our cycling on day 7 of the trip, day 6 of the trip, shuttle out here on day 7, hike and photograph in the park for 2 days, and then at the end of the tour, rather than being stuck out here, we'll shuttle everybody back to Pisa if you want to. Otherwise, you can end the tour and stay in Cinque Terre Park if you want to spend some extra time there. There are main train lines going into Florence, so easy to get back to Florence. There's also an international airport in Pisa, so a couple of easy ways to get out if you decide to stay longer. All right, I want to kind of keep this nice and brief for you. I just wanted to look at this real quick. This is kind of how I plan each day of the trip. This is how I work with my sponsors, Experience Plus. So I write down what the day looks like, where we want to be each point of the day. So I give them, GPS location. I want to shoot Untitled Chapel from this location. I want to photograph the town of Pienza from this location. And I go through this each day of the tour, giving them a go-by image where we're going to photograph. So if you sign up for the tour or you're just curious about, what are these photo locations we're going to visit, I have a PDF a little prettier than this put together that I can send you to see what are our photography locations each day of the trip. And then, of course, for the ride profiles, that's going to be over here on the PDF download, and you can click on those and view them. All right. All of this info is updated on the website. The PDF download is just a way to take it offline so you can plan and share it with somebody else. But all of what's here on the webpage is the same thing that you'll get on the PDF download. I cover a couple other things for you here real quick. What's included, not included, that hasn't changed. I won't labor this with you. Email me if you see anything here that you got questions about. The next thing would be the bikes. These are from Experience Plus. They build their own bikes because they've been in the bike touring business for almost 50 years now. I'm bad at math. Yeah, it is 50 years now. So they've built their own bikes, so we're not renting bikes from a major manufacturer. You can always bring your own bike if you'd like to, but if it doesn't arrive to our start location, I can't guarantee that we can get a bike for you last minute. So have a look at those. Those are up on the website as well. And then this is the PDF that you can download. The ride profiles, like I said, those are all going to be on that PDF for you. Okay, so those are the critical updates that I wanted to give everybody about the changes I've made to the tour and why. I have 5 people booked in right now for the trip, and I would love to add you to the guest list. We're going to take a total of 12 people if I have that many people interested in going with us. And the bookings will close as of March 2020. Your early booking date is going to be November 5th. So another 3-4 weeks here to get it in for a $200 US discount for the early booking rate. And just email me, kevin@intentionallylost.com or tours@intentionallylost.com if you want to reserve your spot or if you have any questions.